You're watching Gotcha Racing TV. Yeah!
What's up, people? Check it out at the SEMA show. What's up, Tony? How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Where you from, man?
I'm from Gardena, California.
Awesome. And the shop is?
Sesto Custom Cycles.
Boy! Check it out. We saw this awesome bike, and this bike is so sick, dude. How'd you come up with the frame, dude?
All the frame, bike originally started out as a Honda 600RR. It's an 03.
03, son.
And we want to do something a little different. As far as the custom sport bike scene goes, everyone likes to do the leader bikes, the big bikes.
Yeah. And
they like to stick with specific brands. So we want to change it up. There's not too many Hondas out there, and there's no 600s customized. So we decided to kind of do two at one time.
True, true.
They don't make any custom parts for this particular motorcycle.
Seriously?
So everything is one-off.
What?
Everything is one-off on the bike. The frame is still the original frame. We did a little bit of motor work to it, bored it out a little bit.
Okay.
Played with the heads just to get a little more power out of it. The reason we need to get a little more power out of it is because instead of pushing a 17-inch wheel, we're now turning an 18-inch.
240, right?
240.
240!
With that though, we didn't want to just go with a conventional swing arm like everybody else does.
Yeah, it's single, dude.
So what we did is we fabbed up a single-sided swing arm.
That's so sick.
With a 6-over stretch.
Damn.
So utilizing the front half of the original swing arm off of the motorcycle, which is a unilink suspension, which is pretty unique in itself.
Okay.
We modified that to accommodate the back half of a speed triple swing arm from Triumph.
Okay.
So we kind of going to a little more of the old school hot rod, just trying to mix and match and trying to make it look cool in itself instead of just trying to come up with complete one-off parts.
So it's totally custom.
Exactly. That way we're not sitting there subbing it out and having the companies make our parts. We're trying to do some one-off stuff to stay on top of the game.
Cool. And with the single, like the sway bar, is it hard to pop wheelies or is it like still chill?
You can still wheelie the bikes. You can still race them. It's just as durable.
Okay.
And it's still a solid unit design. So there is no flex. There is no movement.
It's a little bit smoother though, huh?
A little bit smoother.
There
a little bit smoother with the wide tire. The only thing, a little harder to turn.
Seriously?
At slow speeds, but at high speeds, you're pretty much
solid.
Basically, exactly, just like a stock bike.
Sure, dude. How'd you come up with that? Oh, let's see, look at it. It has magical moves too, huh?
It is. Rear suspension is highly unique on this bike. It's a new design from high-low air ride suspension.
Okay.
It's an oil over air.
Damn.
So what the designer did is Aaron Land is the owner of the company, and what he did was he actually redesigned an original shock. He basically used a dampening rod through the center of the shock, same as a normal shock would work, but replaces the spring with actual air.
Damn.
So with this, you can actually adjust your ride height and the softness or the firmness of the ride on the fly while you ride.
While you ride?
While you ride.
Oh,
it's got onboard switches to do that.
So like,
this particular unit is set up on remote control also, which we do also offer, but this is more just a crowd pleaser. It's just a toy as far as the remote goes, and it turns a lot of heads doing that.
Yeah, and tell me the sickest feature here. You know, the bike is dope, but I heard it glows in the dark.
It does. The paint job is a very good paint job by Corey St. Clair, and it's a green candy base with a water droplet effect through the whole bike.
Dang.
It has a mirror on the gas tank and one on the windscreen as well. With that, I love my flames, so I told him, realistic flames, I want it.
Dang.
But when he did it, he put a little spin on it for me and kind of surprised me. They glow in the dark.
That's so ill, dude. Like, so wait, the light hits it or just like what?
You leave it in the sun all day long, sun goes down, they're on.
Dang.
You can also charge it with a high intensity flash or a large halogen light. Charge them up and charge it for about 10 minutes with a halogen light, and it'll glow for about 2.5 to 3 hours.
Honestly, I think that's the first and only glow-in-the-dark bike I've ever set my eyes on.
It's pretty original. Also, the paint job on it too, it'll actually change different colors of green. It'll actually go from a darker green to a lighter green. It's got a color shifting paint done by ALSA.
So pretty much has a mind of its own.
Pretty much. I wanted to make sure we came out with as much craziness as we could on this bike, and everything from the paint to the chrome to the billet parts, the wheels, the swing arm, the air ride. I wanted something all original, something unique. And out here at SEMA, where bikes aren't exactly the big priority, it's turning a lot of heads, and it's getting a lot of attention, and it's getting a lot of publicity because of it. And it's good because it can show off multiple avenues of the industry of motorcycle and cars as far as the
Hold on, do the trick again. Do the trick. Make it go.
That's it, right there.
That right there is Sesto Custom Cycles.
Hey, I appreciate
Tony,
you
you're
coming
awesome.
out.
Thank
you
you
so much, man.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one.
Awesome.